Hi guys, I'm finally back with another video. It's been a bit hectic the last sort of couple of weeks or so, and if you're sort of guessing why I'm in a different part of my room once again, is because that part is currently being like reorganised, get rid of clothes, sorting my life out pretty much. So this is the best angle I could get, which isn't really saying a lot, but what can we do, hey? This is, I think, my most exciting piercing video, because I've been wanting this piercing for such a long time, and when I say a long time, I think like a year and a half. Like, it's always been on my Pinterest board for the piercing that I want, and now I finally got it, and that is my industrial, which is this one here. So I hope you can see this because I don't really work on this angle, so it's this long bar here. So finally got that. So this video is just sort of about my experience and yeah, my aftercare of it, and I've had it a week now. I didn't want to do the video straight away because it is quite red when you get it done, so I didn't really want to put that on the internet. I did try and record it. I took my friend with me because she was getting her nipple done, and I was like, we can record it and then people can see what it looks like. And then this picture happened because I was quite nervous, so that's the only thing I got from that actual experience of having it done. So I've just got to talk about it, really. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was really quite nervous. I do have a lot of piercings. I guess they count as two, so now I have 17. But yeah, and I'm sort of honest about how I feel about the piercings and my experience beforehand. And I'm not gonna lie, I was shitting myself for this one. I was so nervous. Like, the whole way there I was getting like clammy hands, and I was like, Hannah, you go first, you get your piercing first. Like, I've never been like that, so this one really, I was really nervous for. Because if you think about it, it's just like an anti-helix with a bit of helix. So really the main thing for me that was freaking me out was the bar being slid through. I think that's what was getting my heart racing a bit. Like, I was really like, oh god, that's good, I'm gonna feel that, that's gonna feel really weird, but I didn't. So obviously they have to clip your hair back so it's out of the way, and I have a lot of hair, so that's good. So after you clip my hair out of the way, I did have it numbed to have it pierced. My piercer, where I go, you have to. I suppose you can ask, but for that one I was so nervous as it was, I was going to be like, oh yeah, I'll do it without the numbing. And that was not going to happen. So I had it numbed, and if I'm honest, that was the most painful part of the whole experience. And obviously he had to do a lot because it was for the 2 parts. So yeah, that I think was the worst part for me, because he was proper spraying it for ages, and it's so cold and it starts to just feel really uncomfortable. So yeah, and then he got the bar and slid it through, and I didn't feel it. I can honest to God tell you, I did not feel it. I presume if you have it done without numbing, you will feel it. And I think it's down to how much your piercer numbs the stuff, I guess. Mine was very generous with the numbing stuff. So the whole time I was holding Hannah's hand, I was like, oh god, don't tell me when it's going to be done. I've never been like this. And he slid it through, and I was like, is that it? Like, I did not feel it, and I would honestly tell you, because when I was doing it, like, even when I got my last forward helix done, I was still thinking, I want my industrial, I need my industrial. So in the back of my mind, I've always been like looking at videos, trying to find someone that's had it done, and I couldn't. For me, I like people to be brutally honest, and I think, I don't know, I maybe didn't try that hard, but I know a lot of people don't have the industrial. If they do, they may not make videos, and I just couldn't find one that helped me. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. The only part that hurt for me was the numbing. I didn't feel it go through, but after it, I remember sat there like, oh, Sam, what was I being a babe about? Like, I'm so glad I didn't film it, because I would have been so embarrassed looking back at how I got. And I think it's because I didn't look into it maybe enough as I should, or I didn't watch the correct video. So that didn't help me, and I hope this maybe helps you in how you think. Just be relaxed, because if you're not, you're going to have more problems. Not problems, but you're not going to enjoy it, and half the part of getting a piercing is actually getting it done. So don't ruin that experience. Just be brave, because it doesn't hurt, I promise you. Once it was done, I was like, oh, that's uncomfortable. And it felt really weird. And he said, no, it's just a numbing. It's just a numbing, like, starting to take place. Like, it's starting to, obviously, do whatever it does, because it was numb. But I guess it then starts to wear off. For this piercing, I did take an ibuprofen. I don't recommend anyone taking any painkillers. I'm not a pharmacy. I don't want to do that. But for me, I took it to help with the swelling. So I thought, I've seen some pictures. I sort of did that bit where you Google industrial's gone wrong and all that, and it was hideous. So I thought if I take an ibuprofen, that'll help with the swelling. So yeah, I got home after having done it. Oh, it cost me £35, by the way. I don't know how much it cost anywhere else, but in Essex, in Chelmsford, where I got it done, £35, and that was with the bar. So yeah, I got home, and I remember hearing stories that you can't lay on it, and I laid on it. Like, I lay like my hand though, so I guess it was sheltered from the pillow, but I've actually been laying on my right side since day one, and it's a week today, and as you can see, it's healing really nicely. With this, I am religiously cleaning it 3 times a day. I even use it like the treatment they give me as well, and I've gone to get some stuff from the doctor to help if I get any of the polyps, because I caught my snug and that's starting to go again. So I'm just trying to keep prepared and make my ear look pretty. So yeah, that was my experience. If I'm honest, I can't think of any of the questions I wanted to answer, because I feel like I maybe would have covered it. Sometimes if you do catch it, it does hurt. I'm going to say that's the most painful part of this piercing. Put stuff over your head if you catch it. Just be careful, be super careful with it. But yeah, it is a nice piercing, and it doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. It doesn't even hurt. I lay on it, and I know everyone's different, and I say that in every video, but for me, it wasn't just like my snug, just like my forward helix. I wouldn't say my lobes, because the lobes, I had a different story of that. That was with a gun. But yeah, I just, like, I can even move it. I'm making sure I'm twisting this one though, because you've got to make sure you twist it, because it does start to get stuck. Because you've got to think as it's healing, it starts to like crust and whatever it does. And that's at 2 points, you need to make sure you twist it. I had like organisation for this video, and I feel like that's sort of gone. But I hope this helped. I really do, because don't be nervous. It doesn't hurt as much. I know you think, oh, it's a bar going through though. I didn't feel it. Just make sure you clean this one. And it does occasionally bleed still for me, but that's just because I lay on it. So try not to lay on it. But I'm just trying to show how much it doesn't hurt afterwards. But everyone's different. So yeah, I hope this helped. Aha. I know I've mentioned about cleaning it, but for me, I've had to like adapt how I clean it. So I use a lot more salt than I usually do on my other piercings, because it is, I think it's considered a big piercing, because it is 2 holes connected by a bar. It's pretty big. So I put a lot more salt in my hot water, and I've been getting like cotton wool buds or tissue, and I've just been resting it on my ear. But so like, I wouldn't do this part before you go up, because you do get a bit drenched, but I literally just soak my ear in it. And for the whole thing, my whole ear is actually looking a lot nicer than it usually does by using that much, like rigorously cleaning it. But yeah, if you're going to get it done, brilliant. Don't be afraid. I don't know if you're maybe getting this after for advice of aftercare, but obviously I've only had it a week, and I will do an update video. A lot more than I think my other ones, because I've only done one update video because mine are healed already. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the box below, because this is the most unorganised video I've ever done. Yeah, like and subscribe if you like me, or if you find me helpful. I'm always quite open, and I'm quite honest. I don't see the point of lying. So ask me a question. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if I might do another one in another week's time when I realise I forgot a load of stuff. I also did, if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen it, or if you are a subscriber, which I love you for, and you haven't seen it, I have got a video here, which is my 15 piercings that I had before these. So a bit of a description about my ears, and then we've got my snug, which is my 4-month mark. So have a look, and if you have any questions, just leave me a comment, I'll reply. Have a lovely day, night, evening. I always do this. Never know how to finish it. Bye.